All right, what's up? This session we'll talk about panning. So we talked about volume, balance um, in the last video. Now we're talking about panning. Now this song's already been panning, so panning's pretty not self-explanatory, but it sort of is. So if you look at my mix, you have my percussion. So I have my kick drum pan to the center, my hi-hat. I like to kind of put that out to the side, and my snare. I like those actually center nowadays. And then I have this special percussion that comes in later on. I got that kind of panned out, but I think I'll bring that to the center because it's kind of a cool piece. A little closer. All right. So my guitars, I had Keith play the live guitar for me. Keith Dyson, and he I recorded. Let's see. So yeah, so one is a direct input, and the other one is mic'd input. So it's these two. So one is direct and one is mic'd, and then I got them pan hard left and pan hard right. So kind of leave some space in there. I got to think about, how key that part that he's playing is, number one, and knows that I don't want it fighting with the vocals. So I got them panned, and then in the mix, when we get to the EQing, we'll talk about carving out or feathering frequencies to help even leave more space for the vocals to sit in the mix while still not, taking the guitars down so low where you can't enjoy them. And I do similar things with other instruments. So for the synth pads, it's a stereo synth, so I keep it panned in the center. I was like, why was that in the center? But it's a stereo synth, and it kind of does some panning on its own, so it's kind of fine how it is, and it's kind of in the background. Same thing with these strings right here. Not synth, but strings. My synth pads, same thing, stereo. So because of that, I kind of leave them centered in the back. And if they become a problem with the vocals, I'll, pan them just a little bit. But I don't want to lose that stereo movement that is already there. So anything that's masking, I can fix with EQ and stuff like that. So if I wanted to pan them harder, I could, but it sounds good. It's got that wall of sound, kind of just the vocals kind of sit on top of, and I like that feel. So it's very in your face, and they're very calm enough and very they're not like a lead synthesizer that's just playing all through, soloing and just going over the vocals. So something that I thought, in my opinion, didn't sound bad in the center, just due to the stereo nature of the sound, a patch, and the movement from left to right and stuff like that. So all right, that's panning. So making space for the priority tracks and utilizing the stereo field to just kind of build a band around the main vocal is really what I'm going for. So in the realm of stereo, I would say. So just think about that. Now, if you're doing 5.1 surround, 7.1, or what's it called? I think it's called quadrasonic format used in YouTube 3D videos and stuff like that. Then you can do a lot more cool stuff I think, and I've been kind of experimenting with that. It's been a while, but I want to start mixing more music in those formats. So, but all right, panning, making room for the priority tracks and utilizing the stereo spectrum, keep stereo width or field, keeping in mind that some instruments and sounds are stereo, and they utilize the stereo field as part of the patch or sound. So it's sometimes panning something, in my opinion, hard left or hard right might mess that experience up. And so yeah, anyways, panning.